This is Local Lunch on UCFM 87.8, and right now I'm joined by Smart Casual, the local band, Chris and Toby. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
Hi, James. Thanks for having us.
Awesome, boys. Now, here you're chilling out, having a good time at the moment. Recently, you've got a few things to celebrate. You've released a new song called Disgusting, which I think is far from disgusting. It's a really great track. You're on tour at the moment, as we were just talking about, and about halfway through the 5-date show, and then you've just announced over the last day or two that the Canberra gig is sold out, or almost sold out. How does it all feel?
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. It feels amazing to have our little sonic baby out there on the airwaves. Feels amazing, be speaking to people like yourself about it. Feels like it's been a long time in the making to be finally releasing new music, and we're just reveling in the joys of it right now.
Yeah, well, it's certainly very well deserved, mate. The song is really good. I just want to touch on it for a moment. Tell us a bit about the inspiration behind it. How'd you get to the point where you released it?
It was a beautiful track in the EP. It's funny to release it first. It's the first single out of a body of work that's coming out through this year. And it actually was a track that came out of a lot of the situations we were writing about throughout the whole EP. So it's a little bit of a closure track. It's a little bit about like walking out the back door of all of these months of life's trials and tribulations, and just not bothering to close it, just walking away. So I think it was funny to release it first, when really it's this track that is about moving on from it all and getting ready to get involved in a whole new realm of emotional troubles, leaving one back, going off to the next.
So it's got quite a bit of deep meaning behind it then, does it?
I mean, yeah, I think the deeper story is probably masked by that really strutty, chuggy riff. It can feel fun. It can feel like a bit of a steering wheel slapper, but yeah, the chorus hits.
I was listening to it in the car today. I was slapping my steering wheel.
Yeah. I think that's the idea. We got to put a warning out there, like steering wheels may not hold up.
You need it up first. Mine was taking a bit of a beating today. Now, leading up to the release of Disgusting, you guys defined your new sound or redesigned sound as redesigned and polished. What did you do to kind of find that sound and find something that works and sounds really good?
Really good question. I think it's it often feels immature to be playing the same music that you've been playing in, times past. We've started playing with beautiful Blake Bashfield. He's an incredible guitarist and Canberra producer, guitarist. I don't know if there's a drummer. I don't know if there's anything Blake doesn't do, to be honest. And really, like, working with Blake, we've just been able to find a new pocket that we can really explore and tell our stories through.
That's awesome.
I would love to say that we sat there and labored day after day to uncover this new sound like archaeologists. But really, we just found a new vehicle to express ourselves through all together. We just found a new groove.
Hey, surely if it's coming naturally, that's a far better thing than having to search for it deeply.
I'm so lazy, man. So, yeah, that's so true.
Now, you released, or you announced, I think, this morning that you've got the music video for Disgusting dropping tonight for everyone to watch, which from the teaser you put up looked super cool and is super exciting. What was it like to make that?
That was a super fun day making that one. We worked with Whole Archive, Josh and Liam, who are good mates of ours, and honestly, just I think they blow all of us away every time we see something they do. Like the videography and the editing is all just so incredible. So we kind of combined that with our ideas, which were to have a bit of fun with it and try to make something that people want to come back to and watch for some laughs and for a bit of a storyline, as well as the song. So yeah, the whole experience of making that was very fun, very easy, thanks to Whole Archive. And yeah, we're really excited for people to see it, to be honest. Very, very keen for tonight for it to come out.
Yeah, it looks super cool from the little teaser you put up. I think you've got a few different locations in there and all work together very nicely. Yeah, and as I said at the top, you've got you're on a bit of a tour at the moment. Only 2 shows in, but what's been the highlight so far, if there's been any?
Chris and I, we were just having a bit of a chat this morning about how lucky we feel on the last 2 nights. Last night in Wollongong was so special. So much crew coming out to really not just listen to music, but really get involved and really jump around and hearing lyrics back for us in a place that's not Canberra or even in Canberra is just mind-boggling and monumental. So awesome. That was really. But to be honest, we were touring with the incredibly talented Carla Geneve. She's, in our opinion, probably one of Australia's best singer-songwriters, and just for us, it's amazing to be sitting at the table with people, frankly, we idolise, and be able to sit there and create art alongside them. So yeah, a bit of a milestone for us, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's something that's very special that you guys can look back on in the future, certainly. But you've got another special thing coming up. You've got a sold out Canberra gig, or as you may have teased to me, a almost sold out Canberra gig this weekend at Sideway. What should people expect from that show?
It's going to be so much fun. Just a big old party, to be honest with you. Canberra, I don't know, that last tour coming back to Canberra, I think in all honesty it was one of the biggest nights of my life. I think the next week I was in pure recovery. I think musically, Canberra can expect a new set from us, which is pretty exciting.
Including the new song?
Including the new track. In fact, there's a whole EP of new tracks to hear. And look, we've got a bigger sound, a brighter sound. I think it's a wonderful set that takes you inward to yourself, but it also kind of gets you out of your body toward the end of the set. And I think traditionally that's what I've loved about going to gigs is sort of reflecting on life and then being able to get that out of you. And I think this set really does that.
Yeah. Obviously after Canberra, you've got a couple more shows happening, I think down in Melbourne. What's to expect for those ones coming up?
Good question, James. We've never been to Melbourne. It's our first show down there. So we're playing Yaya's. It's such a good question. I don't know. Well, I might have to have another interview and debrief.
Yeah, post tour interview, you can give me a recap of how it all went.
That's the truth.
Now, obviously, you're a Canberra-based band, as we've mentioned a couple of times, and I think the Canberra music scene is in a really good place at the moment. What do you guys think about all the up-and-coming talent coming out of the city?
Canberra's incredible. It's such a unique scene. It's so sick. I mean, just in the last 2 months, At Last Broadcast is really starting to pop off. Buzzcuts are starting to pop off. I think just there's a lot of incredible talents. I could sit through and just list names on names, but it's the same people that you're talking about on the show.
Yeah, there's heaps.
I think it's a combination too. The music coming out of Canberra is incredible, but the people showing up to gigs in Canberra are incredible and building a really safe, accessible space where you can go listen to music, meet good people, as opposed to what's probably considered a bit of a gate-kept space in other city-states. Canberra is really opening its doors, and I think it's something, we advocate for everywhere we go, just how good Canberra crowds are.
That's awesome, being an advocate for the city, which, I mean, a lot of people seem pretty anti.
Teams are well all the way through.
Exactly. I did want to mention that I was looking through your Instagram before, and your bio, I think, is really funny. The lake-based surf rock band. Very clever. Little cheeky pointing out to Canberra there, of course, our iconic lake.
At 4 o'clock, Yarralumla Beach. It's beautiful little right-hander rolls in. It's only one wave per day, but it's all about that supply and demand. Value of it is high.
I'm sure beautiful. The lineup will be packed too.
Oh, but yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful scenes. Yeah.
Now, you teased a couple of times that you've got an EP, I think, coming out. What should people expect from that one?
It's so exciting. I mean, we've been sitting on this work for a couple of months now, just polishing final touches. And it's a really beautiful progression of our sound that's still really grounded in storytelling, but is I think it draws a really nice bridge between what we've released so far, in that Stay in Your Lane was our single that came out with a lot of punch and a lot of feeling and some halftime drives, and Big Hands pulled in like some more ethereal swelling tones to tell the story. I think this EP does a really good job of blending the two and utilizing that new big bright sound we have to tell the story.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's the timeline looking for it? When should people expect this to come out?
We should see some new music, a new single coming out very shortly. Maybe keep your eyes peeled on the Insta. Follow us on Spotify. Now would probably be a good time to follow us on Spotify and Insta if anyone's listening. Not only for the quality content of Chris's beautiful head, but also just to keep an ear as to what's out.
Yeah.
I think 2024, it'll all be out.
It's all out 2024.
This is
Yeah.
the
All
year.
out this year. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Lots to look forward to, boys. And you did say to me, whilst we were in the songs, that if anyone does want to come to the Subway gig this weekend, there's a chance that they can get tickets at the door.
We have sold out officially, but we're just working with the venue now about getting a couple of extra packs into the house. So, yeah, maybe if you roll up at the door, just maybe there might be 1, 2, or 5 tickets there on the door.
1, 2, or 5. Excellent stuff. Well, that's all the questions I have for you guys today. Thanks, boys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.